everybody, welcome back to Is It Kino, your favorite Cape Shit review podcast. I am Deadpool, joined as always by Lady Deadpool.
Hi.
I thought you were Chinese Deadpool weekend.
Holy shit.
No way, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not. I'd rather be a fucking ladyboy than Chinese.
It does make sense. Ladyboy weekend.
Much like a fake news Olympic story, he'd rather be a woman than Chinese. That shit's fake news, right, Erich? That's not really a trans person.
No.
Yeah, I've seen like
biological female.
80,000 thumbs up on, I can't believe this trans man, but it's like, I think it's just like a really manly woman, dude. Sorry.
We've all seen very manly women out in public. It's not a new
they're
phenomenon.
spooky.
I'm gonna show you the female boxer for the Philippines. Let me check. Her name is Nesty. Nesty Fetesho.
Well, is she the most feminine boxer of all time?
Oh no, bro. Broski, no. Like, come on.
Well, I guess I'm Dogpool or whatever.
Oh sure.
Oh my god, that is very manly.
Yeah.
This is Weekend's sister?
Yeah, sister. Exactly. I'm proud of Nesty.
Who did we not introduce yet? We got me, Weekend, Florian, Erich. That's the whole gang, right?
Oh,
if there was a nice pool, is there a mean pool? Is there like a mean Deadpool?
Well, judging by your Letterboxd review, I imagine you are the mean pool today.
Yeah, that's
Erich.
what I was gonna go with. Is that I'm the mean Deadpool who insults everyone.
There was a time in the Deadpool comics where there was Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, and that Deadpool went on to the comic Deadpool universe, the Marvel 616, and he tried to kill that Deadpool. So there is that. If there's an evil Deadpool.
So it's like the Rick Sanchez Deadpool?
Sorry, what?
It's a Rick Sanchez Deadpool kind of thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Who did it first? Who ripped off who?
I wouldn't know.
Multiverse, oh god. Well, Deadpool's pretty unoriginal, I assume, so probably him.
Well, let's dive into Erich. I want to hear, why do you hate this great film that's saving cinema, much like Barbenheimer?
So the year is 2016, and the Deadpool movie is coming out because Ryan Reynolds probably leaked a pre-cinematic kind of deal that they put together.
And good for him, you know what? Good.
To show the studios that, you know what, people are ready for Deadpool. They can get with his sardonic sense of humor. They can get with his fourth wall breaking. They can get with the making fun of Fox executives perfectly fine. So I like that movie. I think it's pretty good. And then the second one comes out and I don't like it at all because they just recycled the same jokes. And
it was way too soon. It was 2 years between movies, and he spent so many years working on Deadpool 1, and then what, you're going to rush out Deadpool 2
you just
quick?
rush this thing out. Yeah. And I was rewatching parts of Deadpool 2 last night, and the action in it is actually better than I gave it credit for. It's actually a fairly well-made movie, even if it's not to my taste. Now, this movie is made by Sean Levy, the director of our favorite movie, Big Fat Liar, but also the director of The Nights at the Museum.
Okay, not bad.
Also the director of Free Guy.
I liked that one.
You liked Free Guy. Okay.
Yeah, me, Aggie, and Biggs all gave it a thumbs up.
Okay, that's all.
On Is It Kino?
You were just very disappointed.
I watched Free Guy.
You can feel the disappointment in his voice.
That is one of the worst movies that I've ever seen.
I think I might have low standards for comedy movies. Maybe, I don't know.
Just from pure how they tackle a video game and presenting a video game within a cinematic space, it makes no fucking sense.
Well, of course. I feel like I'd have to be like a big fat loser nerd to care about that. Like, Jesus, it's a movie. Of course it's not going to be accurate to a video game.
It's like a 50-year-old's idea of what a video game is and what happens in a video game and commenting on that shit.
Sure.
Wreck-It Ralph did it really poorly too, right? And that's why it's bad.
No, in real life, all the arcade games go down the cord and meet up with each other in the fucking battery pack and hang out. Erich loved that movie because it was realistic.
Wreck-It Ralph is like a creative like take on what that's like.
Wreck-It Ralph is a ripoff of Toy Story where they say, hey, what if all the video games was alive and when the humans wasn't looking, they was talking to each other. It's not fucking creative.
Excuse me, you like Wreck-It Ralph more than Chris Evans' cameo on Free Guy?
Yeah, I love it when
Free
Guy gets Captain America's shield and they cut in Chris Evans saying, "What the shit?" as he holds up the Captain America shield. And then he has a Hulk hand and a lightsaber. And
I was clapping right there in the theater, and the whole theater joined me.
You have YouTubers being like, "Oh, how is he doing this?" Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Florian walks out. Florian walked into the auditorium after smearing shit on the wall in the bathroom. He's like, "Oh, what did I miss?"
And the YouTubers are doing the face where they're pointing at the vegan bread.
He's like, "Oh, the Free Guy has all of these cheats. How did he get these into the game?"
Yeah. And then, like, the next week, half the YouTubers in the movie were outed for molesting children.
Wow. Can't catch a break.
Going?
But we're not here to review Free Guy, which, you know, it's a 3 out of 5 movie at its best.
But, so, the
We're here
Free
to talk
Guy
about the greatest film this year.
Actually, it would be interesting to see if he actually has any valid complaint about Free Guy as well, or if it's just that. It's like, the rules didn't work out.
The lay video game was lay inaccurate.
So, the Free Guy makes Deadpool and Wolverine. I keep thinking it's Deadpool versus Wolverine. And they make a big deal about how huge jacked man is coming back as Wolverine after he so, like, perfectly tied off the story in Logan.
Well, the problem was in the movie Logan, he only said the word fuck 20 times. He wanted to say it at least 120 more times.
No, Erich, you fail to realize how many zeros will convince someone at the end of a check.
Right.
And then go look at RDJ.
And then this movie starts with Deadpool, like, I think appropriately for Deadpool, shitting all over the ending of Logan by using Wolverine's skeleton to kill a bunch of TVA.
Now I don't see that as shitting all over the ending.
And
I think it's
dancing to NSYNC.
It's like dark humor desecrating the corpse, but like everybody says that the movie existing is a desecration to begin with. So it's kind of just a fuck you to those people in a fun way. And it's the kind of dark humor that, like, what other comedy movie opens with a guy digging up a corpse and using the bones to kill other people? That's definitely up my alley.
Really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not what I wanted to see from a movie that I genuinely like and respect.
What are you telling us right now that starting sequence already made you pissed? Wow, that's crazy.
Do you only like the multiverse when it's in a shitty movie like Doctor Strange? Because like here, it's being used appropriately here, where it's like, okay, we can visit a multiverse universe where these movies are like respectable and good.
Even before that point, it doesn't actually make sense because Deadpool somehow like visits a universe with Happy Hogan in it, but he doesn't have the ability to like transverse universes yet. He only has the ability to travel through time.
Well, that's just a different universe. Happy Hogan in Avengers.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the ability to go to a different universe.
He's just a different.
He's in a different one already.
When?
He's not in. He's not on Earth 616 or whatever this fucking Marvel shit is.
No, but you understand, the beginning of the movie, he is not transversing universes yet. He is depressed that he doesn't have a job, and he has to get a used car job or whatever.
Yeah.
And after all of that, he then, like, the TVA is like, oh, you are like Marvel Jesus or something like that. It's after that point that he goes to fucking dig up Logan's grave looking for Wolverines. The part before that, he does actually go to different universes, tries to get a job as an Avenger to impress Vanessa, who has broken up with him after the last movie is all about getting her back.
No.
He's broken up in this movie, and he goes to the
I think
Avengers.
what we said 2 minutes ago is the answer is that Happy it's not the Happy it's the Happy that's in the universe Deadpool already lives in.
That's so fucking stupid.
Why not?
There's no indication in any of the X-Men movies.
And it's also a fucking joke. It's a cameo joke in a Deadpool movie. You're thinking way too fucking hard.
No, but the movies establish these things and they want to play with those things, but then they don't play with them in the right way. And it makes no fucking sense for the rules that have been established in the entire fucking movie series that I've watched for fucking 20 years.
The whole movie is shitting on how horrible that this has all been to begin with. So who cares? Yeah.
You can move that scene to after he's got the ability to fucking...
Where was this anger during Doctor Strange when it was also dog shit? Like, you're just mad at the Deadpool movie for no reason.
No, like there's serious plot problems with how the fucking
We've had 5 years of these multiverse movies that were all equally dog shit, and I'm just now hearing you complain about it.
Even if you don't like the multiverse shit in other movies, which I don't like those movies either for some of them, like, they at least structurally made sense for how things worked.
But the Deadpool comedy film, just too many plot holes for Erich's taste.
You can absolutely say, like, the TVA tried to recruit him. He told them to fuck off. While he was doing shit, he tried to visit the Avengers. You just have to move that scene like 3 scenes later, and it works.
But it's just a different one, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's fine.
No, I think it's the same universe. The way I understood it is that that's the backstory. He tried to join Marvel Avengers, and Happy went, nah, bro, you can't. And then he went into a slump, and Vanessa then breaks up with him. And that's why he's stuck in the car salesman job. Like, he didn't get his groove back because he was rejected in the big leagues.
And I think that's bullshit in between movies, that this, like, relationship they've built up so much, and they killed the character in the last movie and then brought her back through time travel bullshit, that in between movies they've broken up, and then, like, they barely even touch on it by the end of this movie. Like, the entire, like, character drive for this character is basically thrown out the window and then kind of, like, unceremoniously saved, but they don't really show you that part. Like, it's narratively bullshit. This entire movie is just nonsense after nonsense after nonsense, and has no respect for, like, what the previous 2 movies have set up in any way.
So, I think you're mad at it as a fan of the Deadpool trilogy, but what about the respect it gives to characters from 2004 that they bring back and let them actually have a proper budget of CGI to pull off some cool action sequences from characters that are just jokes now?
The action is that cool. The action is not.
But compared to what they got to actually do in their movies, like, they get to be in a Marvel movie now, doing Marvel types of action, and some of these characters you probably never thought you'd see again. I thought that was kind of neat.
No, this entire movie is just a Reddit, like, post of, like, oh, what if Captain America came back, but he was actually fucking Johnny Storm because Chris Evans also played Johnny Storm.
Yeah, that was a great subversive joke in the movie. Everybody thought it was going to be Cap, and then, like, that's how they introduce. No, this is the graveyard for the Fox movies. There's not going to be any Cap here.
Because fucking Blade is there, and that was a New Line Cinema movie.
Well, I mean, it's like the limbo in Inception. Like, it's the graveyard for all the different places. It all goes here.
They don't even, like, do it correctly because they don't have any of the actual X-Men there. So, like, who cares? And then it's all these, like, 4th string fucking Fox characters, and Channing Tatum, which was this is like the fucking Superman Nick Cage thing.
Yeah, but
Flash,
good.
Where it's like, it's something that, like,
things can be similar, but one can be good and one can be bad. You're right, Erich.
Okay,
yeah,
they can do it the right way.
Here's the thing: my levels of autism do not let me respect this movie because they do not have Dougray Scott as Wolverine at any point in this fucking movie.
Oh my
because
God.
Dougray Scott was supposed to be Wolverine literally up to the point of filming the original X-Men movie. But he was too busy making Mission Impossible 2, the worst Mission Impossible movie. So they had to get huge
how dare you,
jacked man in the role.
How dare you?
They could have fucking had Dougray Scott. They could have had Dougray Scott in that role, but they're like, oh yeah, Henry Cavill is funny as Wolverine, so we'll do that. Or a tiny Wolverine is funny. Fuck you. This is stupid. This shit is so fucking. It's Reddit brain.
That was the worst complaint of all time.
It's Reddit brain.
So irrelevant. That may have been Reddit brained, I guess.
Erich, I have to say,
Erich is a self-hating Redditor.
When you ask who cares, I'm thinking Erich cares because he's
well, yeah, clearly.
He cares a lot.
ranting so much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got point 1. Let's do counterpoint because I know Florian and me and Weekend sounds like we want to defend this movie a little bit.
It's
go ahead.
I will say I kind of agree with Erich on the nonsense parts, but at the end of the day, it's like it's a fun time at the movies. Like, okay, for instance, right, Logan. When does this happen in the Logan Fox timeline? Because Colossus is still alive, Negasonic's still alive, her girlfriend's still alive. How does that work?
I think there's reason to believe the Logan in the movie Logan is not the one we know from like the X-Men trilogy or Days of Future Past. Like it's got to be a different one.
Yeah, but when Paradox says, "Oh, he was doing the." What do you call that? Chosen One name? What the fuck do you call that guy? I've forgotten.
Anchor being.
Yeah, the anchor being. It's like, oh, I'm still alive, and then Paradox laughs at his fucking face, and the anchor being for his universe is Logan, right? It is Logan, the Logan that died in.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, is Deadpool from the same universe as the Logan who died? Is that what we're supposed to get?
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. So when does this happen? That's how I understood it.
Well, if it's supposed to be in the same one, then the movie Logan is just a million plot holes itself, because I saw a whole thread on it on Twitter today about how like it makes claims like mutants didn't pop up till 25 years ago, but like it takes place kind of in the future anyway, so it wouldn't match the timeline of the other movies. Erich, surely you know about this.
I mean, you could say that Logan is in a different like universe. I think that works perfectly fine.
But then, does this movie then have a plot hole by claiming, like, since Logan died in Logan, that's why the Fox movie universe died?
How is that related to the Deadpool universe then? That doesn't work. It's just a fun time at the movies. Don't think about it that much. But I can't say that because we're fucking reviewers. Our job is to fucking poke holes at shit, right? I kind of agree with Erich's autism on some level. So
well, let's hear it. I'm always down for autistic rants.
Yeah, so that's like, hey, that doesn't work, and what else doesn't work for me? Oh, I think they did it. Okay.
What is the character arc for Wolverine in this movie? Let's break it down. Because for me, it's the exact same thing as Logan. It's just done slightly differently.
So this is the worst Wolverine. He's the one who fucked up the most, and then in his horrible rage, like, slaughtered a bunch of innocent people, and then everybody just, like, lets him sit at the bar, because what can they do? He's immortal and dangerous.
Which is what Logan's deal was in Logan, where he, like...
Hey, this is the even worse one, and he has to learn the lesson that all of the Logans think that they're the worst one.
That's so fucking bullshit to just repeat the same thing and be like,
"Who cares? I don't fucking care. I don't care."
Tell a new story. Stop fucking copying shit. Do something different.
It's like the essence of a character arc. It's not the same story.
Yeah, it's relying on meta ties to the character, but the actual character, like Worst Wolverine bonding with X-23 from Logan, it doesn't really hit that much for me, because I know that it's like he just trusts her just because. Okay, when you look back at it, it shouldn't work. But when you're having, it's like the movie magic for me. Like when I was in the theater, it's like a
People
good time.
Like these characters, so they're perfectly fine with seeing shit happen that shouldn't be happening. And
like that voice in my head, in my head's like, hey, this is kind of weird, but it's working. Because it's distracting me. Yeah,
this doesn't work for me at all. There's no way that Erich thinks that this worst Logan is the same as the Logan, because like Logan was taking care of
story. It's the same story.
It isn't though. It's different on a million levels. Like Logan was taking care of Xavier in his old age. He was not like a genocidal lunatic who's just at a bar and everyone hates him. Come on, man. Like it's so different on so many ways. He just wants to forget about the events of the X-Men, I guess. Like he's not broken and a failure on every level.
And he's not really like that worse of a Logan. When you say the worst Wolverine, I'm thinking, oh, he caused the apocalypse, or oh, he did a boo-boo and
he got all of his friends killed and then killed innocent people.
No, but it's not.
No, he was definitely like the worst Logan, unless you assume like an evil Logan would be worse. But I mean, like he's like the most pathetic and really
like like worse in that regard. Like he's just a schlep. He's just a scumbag.
Well, he did get his friends killed, apparently.
Yeah, he just.
I mean, he's basically cartoonishly horrible and evil because he's not a real character. He's a prop in this comedy movie, and that's the way I view it. This is like if disaster movie or superhero movie was elite and not like a complete failure on every level. Like, what if one of those movies had a good budget and was just very good?
And a workable script.
They're throwing in random characters from random time periods as jokes, but instead of just being one-off jokes, they stick around and actually get to have a cool scene or two. I like it.
You know what, Monkey? I was thinking, they're gonna kill Gambit because they're making fun of his accent, but he actually did cool shit.
He gets to throw his magic cards around. It was cool.
Yeah, and I was like, he had this. Apparently, the accent is legit because I see comments in the YouTube shorts, and they're just Disney's just allowing this movie to be pirated because I'm seeing YouTube shorts. I'm seeing YouTube shorts with the clips from the fucking movie, and you can hear the people reacting in the background.
No.
I'm not.
I think the director was retweeting footage from the theater.
That is what the MCU slop is at this point. It is literally just made to be chopped into pieces, people to quote it, to fucking put it on TikTok in various pieces, and that's all it's made for. It's just made for the single, like, little scenes where Wolverine's wearing a cool costume from the fucking comic book from like 40 years ago. Like, that is literally all this shit is for.
Are you telling me this comedy film is composed of jokes, some of which last 20 to 30 seconds long, like they're scenes in a movie? The film's not like 2-hour continuous shot that you can't chop up into pieces. It's little pieces composing a bigger thing. That's crazy, Erich. They've been doing this for how long? How long?
The actual character arcs.
This is all they are now, is scenes and things happening and jokes?
What is Deadpool's character arc in this movie?
Who fucking cares? I don't go to Deadpool movies for his character fucking arc.
The previous two had them. The previous two movies had them.
And I think that this is the best one of the three. It's the best of the trilogy.
Wait, goddammit. I kind of agree with Erich on this one. Because, Deadpool has the same problem for all his movies. He doesn't get respect, and he wants to get respected. That's basically his character.
No, I watched the first movie 2 days ago. They beg him to join the X-Men. He says, no, fuck you, I don't even want to join a gang. I like being solo. His only character arc is that he's hideously ugly, and then he dumps his girlfriend preemptively because he thinks he's too ugly to be with her. And then the arc is, oh no, actually, she loves me for me. Okay, that's 5th grade level writing, Erich. That's the character arc you want to return to? Get fucked.
Shut up.
It was lame and shitty to begin with. This is much better.
Identify what that arc is.
I just watched the movie! What is it then?
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's learning to care about yourself through someone else. So, Vanessa loves him, so by loving Vanessa and going to save her, he learns to love himself.
Okay, pretty generic. You needed that in this movie? What about the message of friendship at the end here when they hold hands?
What is this movie bringing?
2 guys who should not be friends learn to be friends and then save the universe by holding hands. It's beautiful.
That was the last movie. That was Deadpool 2.
Who gives a fuck?
No, give me something new, for fuck's sake.
They did. They gave us the TVA
they gave us
angle
Wolverine
on
in a
it.
mask, and it was a fucking awesome moment. This is cheap. This
garbage.
Is
I didn't like the mask. It doesn't look
it's
good.
fucking cool. I liked it. But there was a part.
It looks terrible. There's a reason he hasn't worn a mask up to this point.
You are all fucking weak. Okay? You are all fucking weak, and you did not appreciate that cool fucking moment. Everyone in my theater went, ah! And I was like,
yeah.
Bro, when Blade said, did you call me retarded? I started clapping and other people joined me in the theater.
Were there only 3 people in the theater?
No, it was packed. I heard the word retarded in a Marvel movie, dude. I had to clap.
I did when he said the line, key jangling shit, oh, motherfucker, trying to skate uphill.
No, that was bad delivery. It's like they did 8 takes and used the worst one.
Do you remember this? Do you remember the thing that you saw 30 years ago? Well, clap at it, please.
Well, it's funny that
this is the movie
that... wait.
Florian's the baby clapping at the jangling keys. Like, what? I like it. Fuck you.
It's the same shit from Spider-Man No Way Home when it's like all the fucking old villains come back.
Yeah,
and
you
say
liked
their
it
old
then
lines,
too,
and it's
didn't
like,
you?
No, I didn't.
What?
Wait.
Wow.
This is the movie that people thought the Stephen Strange movie was gonna be. Like, what if cameo guy is another character in a different.
Yeah,
version of
it's treated
another
with
different
more
guy.
respect, and they're not just written off in one scene and killed
Isn't that funny?
horrifically.
Like,
That was funny when she's killing all the fucking cameo nonsense.
And
That's what I
also,
wanna see.
just to be clear, Erich, the theme of this movie is redemption, and all the characters at a low point, they've fucked up in life terribly, and they think that they're unredeemable, and they go on a journey to learn
that was
that they
Logan's
aren't.
fucking arc in Logan.
So if it's been done in any movie ever in the last 2 decades, we can't do it in a
If it
new
was done
movie?
in the same fucking series of movies,
Who
then yes,
the
you should
fuck
avoid
cares?
doing the same exact thing.
oh, you know what's funny, guys? This movie made back the budget of the Marvels in a weekend. So
Yeah.
this was like
Talk about redemption.
Yeah, that's fucking redemption right there. That's like Kevin Feige having another lifeline to the Disney executive gods. Like, okay, you got another chance.
What this
Feige.
movie is the Disney conglomerate of Marvel and Star Wars and all of that shit just sloughing on 20th Century Fox because they bought that movie studio and just using the parts like a giant grinding bones down for its bread.
Or some might say a
create-
celebration / funeral for that entire
Or
company and franchise.
to create slop for people to just chow down on like fucking pigs that they are.
Except for not, because this is a high quality movie. And you're
This is-
insane. We can have a little recycling, okay? It's good
This
for
is
the
the
planet.
only. This is the only Marvel movie coming out this year from Marvel Studios, and the only thing they have at this point is being like, "Hey, do you remember Deadpool?
But
Hey,
no,
do
it
you remember
isn't. Like
Wolverine?"
that's completely not
Look at
right.
this
People,
for about
people
2
can watch.
hours.
People can watch this movie and enjoy the things that happen in the movie, whether or not they've seen the stuff before. Okay, like
That
it's
is
there
true.
too for the fans.
Yeah, Iggy did see this, and he has not seen any Deadpool or any movie ever made, and he thought it was very funny.
Exactly, it's not slop. It's ridiculous, Erich. It's
It's not-
elitism.
This is a very fine cheeseburger, I would say, if we were gonna go with the
Yeah.
analogy.
Yeah, we all agree Marvel movies are fucking McDonald's, and this is like the best thing on the menu right now. Lately, it's been literal
Yeah.
fucking trash, garbage.
This is the last scene in the menu. Funnily enough, this is it.
Yeah, it's food for the people, not for those elitist prick chefs who need to kill themselves at the end of the movie. This is for the prostitutes who just want a burger.
Did we just fucking spoil the menu?
Who gives a shit? Nope. I guarantee nobody has watched that movie this year. Like, that movie was a flash in the pan, no pun intended. Nobody is thinking of the menu.
Yeah,
Speaking of,
that's
though,
definitely true.
connection to the menu, the director of the menu directed episodes of Succession, and my boy Tom Wamsgams from Succession plays Paradox in this film. Erich, were you excited at least to see Tom doing something?
I mean, I'm glad he got paid. I guess he's kind of just like the boring villain. He's like the bureaucratic villain in this movie. So
It
he
warms
has a
my
couple
heart that
lines
he's
that are
in
funny.
he's starring in $1 billion movie. Like, this is gonna be one of the
Yeah,
biggest
that
movies
was
of all
him.
time, and he's like the face of a lot of it, and he's pretty funny in it. I enjoyed him.
Oh, I fucking liked it when he was like, "Oh, those poor heroes! I told them not to go there," and then he delivers the best fuck in the movie. Like.
Yeah,
when-
he's got a lot of good ones in there, and he's really
Yeah,
funny on Succession too. So it's good casting.
Fuck. Like.
Was
Let's try to get it
Deadpool
right.
ripping off Robert Downey Jr.'s "That Man Is Playing Galaga" joke when he was in the TVA and he like pointed at the dude's computer?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think so.
Like it almost felt like a direct reference because it was just like such a carbon copy of like how they even shot it. But I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I was in
Well, yeah,
another
I guess you
podcast.
made that joke. Yeah.
I was in another
Go ahead.
podcast and we talked about this. I think there was a lot of meta commentary on the state of Marvel, right? And I think they would. Erich, I have a question for you. Would you
Yeah.
have liked this more if they went harder on the whole concept of multiverses. Like, if they actually put in the evil Deadpool and they're mocking the idea of Kang via evil Deadpool, would you have liked that?
I mean, that would be fine. I mean, like, it bugs me that at the end of the movie they fight a bunch of Deadpools and like it's just really there for a like action sequence. There's really no.
Oh yeah, that sucked. I would cut
that,
the whole old boy ripoff. Pan
Yeah.
the fight like that sucked. I don't even like what was even the plot. Why were all the Deadpools even showing up to do it? I didn't understand it. I didn't care.
Did they come out of the void? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
The action
Deadpool
wasn't
was
even
void.
that good. Like I've seen the old boy shot ripped off 5 times. This is probably the worst, the least interesting action of any of them.
Oh, it's funny because at the end of it, when they jump on the food van, there was a guy on Twitter that pointed out that Wolverine was CG and he's doing some sort of idle animation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
Deadpool's just talking and he's just looking around like he's
This is my point. Like these movies are made for like $200 or $300 million a piece, and the action sequences that we get in this movie, even if you like the one with like all the like outcast Fox characters or whatever, like the action sequences in this movie are not very impressive. They were better in the other Deadpool movies that were much lower like budget and lower scale, but were more interesting to watch and were better put together. So we've got all of this money and all of this talent making this movie, and the product you come up with is worse, for like at least on my judgment of it, is worse by far than anything that's been made before within this series, and really only serves as like a marching in place, like placeholder for this universe of Marvel movies to just be like, yeah, we need a huge budget movie that made tons of money, really does nothing for either character of Wolverine or Deadpool, and just kind of like keeps the MCU going by recycling fucking Fox characters, and then they'll have fucking Captain America 4 next year, and it means nothing. So what is the point of any of this?
I see this just as a fun comedy film that is very
Yeah.
meta about the past 25 years of movies.
No, fun comedy movies have $30 to $40 million budgets. This has like 7 times that budget.
Hey, don't
What do you
budget
get for
shame
that
me,
money?
Rich.
Yeah, this
What do you
is
get for
really
that money?
pointless.
Erich, this is
A
like gonna
good
make
movie.
$1 billion. They don't give a shit.
Next, you're gonna shame Florian for having a big budget on his life. Like, who cares if somebody has a lot of money behind something? It's the quality of what
Okay.
we're given.
Okay, this is like if Florian made Ballfrog 2 and he spent like $10 million on it.
If time is
But
money,
it
he
went
quite
on.
literally might.
But it went on to make $1 billion. So what do you think about
Oh, hell yeah.
that then? But it's gonna be just.
I should do it.
But then Erich goes, but it's just the same as the first Ballfrog.
But that $1 billion can be used to make 5 more Ball Frog sequels
Exactly.
that are all the same slop that the
Finally.
piggies eat.
Infinite frogs, yeah.
Okay, so basically, Erich is putting his foot down. If you like any Marvel movie in the last 5 years, you're a piggy eating slop. Any other commentary for the masses and
Robert
general
Downey
thoughts?
Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom. He will be paid $100 million.
I like
come
that.
Back as Dr. Doom.
I like
And-
every
Kinda
single word
crazy.
you're saying.
And
I'm glad he's getting paid that much, and I'm glad he's doing it again. He's the
movie-
best actor they've ever had. He made the MCU. Now he's going to play like their best villain. Fuck yeah, let's do
The
it.
movie is going to cost $500 million to make. They will need to make a $1.5 million budget to get.
Not
to
my
get Kino on
problem.
it.
Not my problem. It's great
This is-
entertainment for
this is
me.
how-
My movie
This is
ticket
how
will be
movies
free.
die. This is how movies die. is
No,
the problem.
no, Erich, this is cinema.
Erich, nothing, literally nothing is stopping you from taking your fucking iPhone and making a movie right now. There's no such thing as dead cinema. Anybody can make a movie at any time.
Erich, this
Just
is
go
proof
do
that
it.
This is just proof that Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor because he said in the interview for Oppenheimer, like, I'm just happy to make real movies again. Then he fucking accepts this for $100 million. He is such a great fucking actor. Like,
No, here's the thing.
He got his
Downey
Oscar
Jr.
real quick.
is being paid a huge amount of money. He gets like private jet usage. He gets like a trailer, like encampment. Like what happened is that he made Oppenheimer with Christopher Nolan, and Christopher Nolan treated him like he would treat any other actor, probably, maybe a little bit better, honestly. And then he was like, "Oh no, I like being treated like a king," so he went right back to Marvel.
Wait, so
That's fine. He deserves it.
do you think when Christopher Nolan sees Robert Downey Jr. at the street in Hollywood, they'll ignore each other? Do you think that will happen? Like, I'm so disappointed, Robert. You said you were liking cinema, but you're making cheeseburgers again,
Hey,
Robert.
whatever happened to one for them, one for me, okay? He did one for whoever with Oppenheimer. This one's for us.
I mean, because until this point, it was like 15 for them, 1 for me.
And then he retired. And once you retire, you start doing one for them, one for me. You know, it just took him a little while. So he'll do Oppenheimer 2 next year.
The long-awaited sequel, finally.
Yeah.
Now, little does the audience know that this podcast is actually being recorded out of order. And the final 10 minutes they hear, we actually did at the beginning. So we're actually winding down our Deadpool discussion. If we have any final thoughts before we take them back in time.
It's a fun time at the movies. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just shocked that this is what Erich comes up with. Okay, this is like you didn't have anything good to begin with. Like you're like, oh, these rules didn't make sense. There's like a tiny plot hole that really bothers me, and they didn't use this actor that I liked arbitrarily. And then we get later in, and it's like, I hate references. God, I hate references so much. This movie has been ruined. And then even later, it's like, it was also expensive. What you think of the money? Like, is there anything you've said about the actual movie that isn't like? It's crazy.
They said that Dog Bull was very cute.
Wait, to be fair to Erich, he did say
pretty boring overall.
He did say that though. Like, to be fair to Erich, he did say that they're just recycling the plot of Deadpool 2. He did say that. That's like one of his problems with the movie. He did say that.
Yeah, but Deadpool 2, he's escorting an annoying child who sucks. This movie is escorting evil Wolverine who wants to beat the shit out of him, and they fight in like a car, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, that was cool when they fought in a car. What did you think of that one?
Yeah, was that in Deadpool 2? Was there a really cool fight scene in a car?
It's probably one of the better action sequences in the movie, and
it justifies the entire movie's existence.
How about Wolverine's rant against Deadpool in that fucking scene? That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, he says fuck way too many times, and I'm not like trying to be a prissy bitch about it. Like, I just think on a screenwriting level, no character needs to say fuck for literally every sentence. It's
really
absurd.
bad writing.
Oh, shut up. You're just shitting on my scripts, goddammit. Like,
hey, you throw slurs in there. You don't just say fuck.
Oh, okay, fair. Oh, wait. I hate China.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Uh-oh.
The comment section has red-pilled me, and they said actually Weekend
out.
is right. So I agree with everything.
I'm glad I radicalized you.
It does not take much for me to hate China. Erich, this is your episode. I'll give you the final word, final verdict, final thoughts on Deadpool 3.
Like, as much as I doth protest too much, like, I understand why people like this movie, and it's because they like jangling keys. They like to recognize things they've seen before. The jokes are pretty funny and easy to laugh at. It's just that I've seen those kinds of jokes before, and it's just not that funny. And like, is the stuff with like used car stuff, was that funny to you guys? Do you think that all those jokes were good?
No.
No?
Now, there's lots of jokes that were not funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that just comes with Deadpool. Like, he was never like peak humor or anything. Like the thing is that he just won't shut up, so you're gonna get a lot of bad jokes.
Yeah, you're gonna get something eventually that you like.
I think Deadpool likes to embrace trite, tired jokes, and just like the jokes that he's doing them and that they suck. And it doesn't always work, but he doesn't do it all the time.
Yeah, he just never gives up.
Okay,
yeah,
here's okay, go ahead.
I just thought that, like, for the amount of jokes in this movie, very few of them hit for me. I would occasionally laugh at something like, I did like they're gonna make you do this until you're 90 years old.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Robert Downey Jr. comes out as Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Literally until he's 90.
No, like, it's the thing where it's like, I feel like this is the snake eating its own tail, where it's like, there are comments in this movie where Deadpool is like, yeah, you're kind of joining the MCU at a low point here because things have not been so great. And then we're watching this movie, which is entirely like references to Fox movies and really doesn't really move the needle for the MCU at all. And this is the only movie they're making this year, so it's kind of just.
It seems like they're kind of doing a hard reset after Kang was Kang, if you know what I'm saying. So it's probably for the best that they don't have a full year without any actual canon movies. Like, this is more of just Deadpool finishing off his own thing.
Mm-hmm. No, he's not. I think he's going to show up in Secret Wars, though.
Yeah, but he's finishing off his unfinished business of all the Fox shit. Like, this is tying up all of that with a bow.
That's my problem. That is my problem. Like, they're in this movie for one scene. All of those characters from the first, like, 2 movies are there for one scene to kind of just say, hey, like, we don't forget these guys. And then they're not actually in the movie at all. Like,
yeah, and Cable and the hot black chick weren't in it either. I've seen those tweets. Who gives a fuck?
Anything that, like, was established from the first 2 movies is kind of not really part of this movie for the most part.
Can I raise my hand? I kind of give a fuck because they had a perfect Thanos joke and they fucking did not use it.
I thought they made that in Deadpool 2.
They already did that in Deadpool 2. Yeah.
They can do it again, but the guy's not
again. Now you're gonna lose, Erich.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Sorry, Rich.
Already told that joke. Can't recycle.
Hey, here's 1 minute of me and Weekend alone, and then other people join. Goodbye. Hey, everybody, this is the Mumkey and Weekend 1 minute podcast. We have 1 minute before he's at Kino. Hi, I'm Mumkey.
Hi, I'm Weekend.
So, what are we going to talk about for 50 more seconds, Weekend?
I really like the upcoming One Piece. I think it's really heating up to racing to the One Piece and finding it.
How many more chapters of Egghead are left?
I think it's
1 or 2.
Down. Oh, I think 2.
1 or 2? Yeah, I think so as well. Other than One Piece, how about Donald Trump got shot on my birthday? And you did not tell me. Yeah, you did not tell me happy birthday. You did tweet about Trump, huh? What's more important to you?
Trump.
Yeah. It was a 5-letter name starting with T, and you think of Trump. Nobody else.
Yeah, exactly. Who else do I know that starts with those configurations?
Well, we're all out of time, folks. See ya. That is 1 minute right there. Florian, please come back. It's time for the 2 minute podcast with Florian.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting. How did your debate go, Florian?
Which one? Has he won any debate ever?
No, the one where I commented, why is Florian doing this?
The politics stream we did?
Yeah, the politics stream. I think it was right after Trump got shot, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I recall, the comments were very much on Florian's side. They said, this guy's a political genius, like the greatest political mind to come out of Austria in the last 80 years.
Yeah, where's the lie?
Wow, what happened this time?
Is there a political compass test you can take that tells you how much you agree with Hitler?
No.
What, have you searched for this before?
Well, man, I mean, like,
I could see how much I agree with Tulsi Gabbard. Why is there not one that has all of Hitler's policies built in to see, like, politically, how much do you stand with Hitler?
Well, I guess it's gonna exist. I don't know why are you wanting to do this?
I think for our next live stream about politics, we should all just take that politics survey and, see who is the most evil.
I guess that makes
What do you think,
sense.
Erich? If there was a political compass survey that would tell you how much you agree with Hitler, would you want to take it on live stream?
I mean, I would take it.
Yeah, because
Why don't?
the thing is, Florian's afraid to reveal his power level. Like, Erich is like, oh yeah, I'll take that. Of course I'm going to disagree with most of Hitler's policies. Florian's like fucking sweating right now, like worried about it. Like, why do you not want to take this quiz?
Florian, is it because you're Austrian?
No, I just don't think that there's like a good one, but okay, I guess.
You think they'll all be biased? Like, do you like puppies and rainbows? And if you say yes, you're 100% Hitler. Here's one photo to prove it.
Do you love your fellow man?
He was nice to his dog one time in this photo.
Are you vegan? Uh-oh.
I think we should just do a book report on Mein Kampf and see how much you agree with it, and then that's the test, right?
Naturally.
I have a copy of it, but it's only in German.
Were you made to read that when you were in high school? Like, you shouldn't follow this book. This is a bad book. Were you made to read that? Or I take it that's a no.
Erich doesn't know who you're talking to. He doesn't pay attention.
No.
There should be like
Florian.
there should be like a version of Mein Kampf where like you're reading Mein Kampf and then they're pointing out all the things that are wrong with it.
The commentary version.
Yeah,
like there should have been a comma here. Oh, he spelled that word wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Paragraph, new paragraph.
This paragraph's droned on. Fucking break it up into two.
Yeah.
I realized how ancient commentary is as a genre. Like, I read Art of War after like commentary became a thing, and it's like you get these like Cao like commenting on this strategy is good or this strategy is useful because blah blah blah, and I'm like, you're commenting. This is like just commentary shit on if shit is good or not. It's like, oh wow, it's ancient.
Isn't that is that what they do on the EFAP podcast? They just watch something and say if it's good or bad and then move on to the next thing?
Yeah, exactly. And they meander on and they talk a lot about other things. We get distracted a lot over there. So
yeah, why are we not doing 11-hour streams about like a Jenny Nicholson video?
Not that often now.
Wow.
We should start doing it if they gave up, because we could make a lot of money just shitting on like a popular YouTuber.
They have not given up. They did
annoying orange EFAP.
Oh, we are literally doing that next episode, because I think technically we're 5 minutes into the Deadpool episode, and as you know, it's a meta movie, it's a meta comedy film. Erich doesn't respect it at all, so maybe this is maybe this is the respect it deserves. It's 5 minutes of our commentary about nothing at the very beginning.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, they have a recent stream like 7 hours on Boogie, so that's fun.
Wow.
I think 7 hours or
lying about cancer, good or
1
bad.
hour for every deadly sin that Boogie committed.
Oh my god, this is gonna be like 3 fucking hours. Jesus fuck.
Wait, this is right now?
No. It's where is
you know what? I'll throw this on at the very end. So I'm gonna start the Deadpool episode right now. How's that sound?
Right.
that's perfect.
Yeah,
it's like
there we
you're
go.
Jumping.
Yeah, like in the movie, they'll throw you in media res, and then they'll back you up to the beginning.
Exactly.
Bye, everybody. Let's do our plugs right now, so we don't have to do them later. Go follow me on YouTube. I'm Mumkey Jones.
I'm Weekend Warrior.
Well, check out Anti-Reviews. I just reviewed a guy who's doing no fap and who's a crazy Christian, so that's a good video, even though Purple didn't like it.
Yeah, you and Purple had a big debate about whether or not you should masturbate 6 times a day. Do you want to bring that up a little bit more?
Only 6 times.
Well, I've been trying to do it less.
But I want to last longer with the sugar babies, so I have to crank out 6 times per day. What? Is that so crazy?
It has to be done. It's the only way.
I couldn't remember the name for his prostitute, so I didn't want to say that, so I didn't really think of Sugar Baby. It's been a long time since I roasted that one.
You shouldn't fucking dox your prostitutes, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, Candy, Sugar Lynn, Bambi. He likes the one named Bambi because she has a deer face. And she looks innocent as he's cooming.
They all are very on theme, you know. It's gotta be that way.
I'm gonna shoot your mom and then shoot my cum in you.
Oh, that's actually thematic. That's actually pretty great.
Ew. Well, talk about innocence lost, Florian, you sick man.
What are you talking
What about you, Erich? What do you want to plug?
If you have a time machine like Deadpool, you can go back in time and check out my YouTube channel. You go back about 5 years, I think, and you'll probably find that I'm making YouTube.
What were the best videos on there that nobody will ever see again?
Me reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Perfect. That's Kino.
Yep, the ones without me. Perfect. The best.
Mm-hmm.
Florian, is there anything you would like to disavow?
Oh.
The Nazis, maybe?
Mostly everything I've done before last year. I don't know.
Wow.
Before last year?
Wow, everything?
Play safe. Why? What do you mean?
I thought you had your political shift in like 2018 or 19.
Oh, they got you.
That too.
Or maybe he wants to disavow all the times he said, Biden's fine, he's not senile. You just see what you want to see. They're not going to make him step down. He's just fine.
Ooh.
In fact, you're racist if you want him to step down.
Yeah, somehow. They did have that for about a week, didn't they? What was the twist to make it racist to want Biden to step down for Kamala?
I do not know. I could never understand it.
Didn't they also
start this podcast?
You know what? I'm just glad that despite groceries and gas being too much for the average American, at least the fat cats at Wall Street are doing... Where's these Bidenomics now, Florian?
Well, it didn't go down that much. Jeez.
The biggest crash since COVID 2020. It's fine. I only lost 20%.
Well, it went up a lot right before then. So
Is that for sugar baby money? No tips this week.
So wait, your gains haven't been wiped out?
Oh man. What
I mean,
what stocks have you
bit,
been
sure.
saying?
Oh, a little bit. They've been wiped out.
I've been a little bit completely obliterated.
Just a teensy bit.
Wow.
Okay,
You're
bye everybody.
A little bit of a poor fuck.
We did 10 minutes of nonsense. Now we have to review Deadpool.
Mhm.
Finally.